Let's go. Week 10 in the books. Let's get to it. Browns beating the Bengals 24-3. Cincinnati's been playing some shit football the past couple weeks. Not surprised that they lost this game. Plus I should have taken the Browns from the get-go, because it's Andy Dalton in primetime. I mean, seriously? I mean, whatever. Why I thought the Bengals were going to win a game in primetime is beyond me. Yes, they were at home, but it is what it is there. I don't know. How about that Browns defense, though? Doing a good job. Oh, and I hear people complaining about, well, it's because they lost. It's good. The reason why the Bengals lost to the Browns is because of they lost key players or whatever. But you know what, though? So did the Cleveland Browns. They've been losing key players for a while. So I don't want to hear that shit. The win in Cincinnati is legit. Fuck off. Browns, bottom line, are 6-3. First place in the AFC North. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's been a while. It's been a long time since anyone's been saying that. And Bengals fall to 5-3-1. Yeah, that tie is starting to hurt the Cincinnati Bengals, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, moving on. 49ers pulling off the upset, 27-24. Hell of a fucking game. Jimmy Graham caught a couple touchdown passes for the Saints. And meanwhile, Kaepernick has been playing awesome. Well, not awesome, but Kaepernick is still typical Colin Kaepernick. He'll throw a good pass one here and there. But yeah, just a hell of a fucking game. Key game. Of course, we all know about Patrick Willis being done for the season because of a toe injury that he's been trying to recover from. But his replacement, Borland, really getting the job done, especially in overtime, where he sacked Drew Brees. Drew Brees was sacked, and then Borland came up with the fumble or whatever. I forget what happened, but bottom line is this. It set up the game-winning field goal, and 49ers back in it. 5-4, Saints 4-5, but still lead the NFC South. See, that loss wasn't costly. Falcons beating the Buccaneers 27-17. You know, at first I was hoping the Buccaneers would win this game, but as soon as I found out that Josh McCown was starting, I was like, fuck that shit. I'm glad I took the Atlanta Falcons now. Fuck the Buccaneers. Yeah, Roddy White caught a touchdown pass to pretty much seal the deal. Then the 2-point conversion, then a field goal, which finally sealed the deal. Mike Evans for the Buccaneers is doing a really good job, though. I mean, it really is. All right, Cowboys defeating. Oh, by the way, Falcons are 3-6, one game out of first place, and the Buccaneers, they suck. 1-8. No one gives a fuck about that. All right, Cowboys defeating the Jaguars 31-17. Of course, that wasn't even, and the game wasn't even as close as the score would indicate. Des Bryant a couple touchdowns, and that was pretty much it. The Jaguars scoring a couple garbage scores. Who gives a shit? Jags fall to 1-9. Cowboys improved to 7-3, but not in first place. Jets pulling off the upset over the Steelers, 20-13. Well, looks like Roethlisberger ran out of touchdown passes to throw. That's what happens when you have back-to-back 6 touchdowns. No, I'm kidding, but hey, congrats to the Jets. They finally won a game. First win since week 1, where they beat the Raiders. Yeah, so the Steelers, this is 2 losses against garbage football teams. The Buccaneers, and now the Jets. Holy shit, hard to figure out the Steelers sometimes. Whatever there. But the Steelers fall to 6-4 with that loss. And the Jets improve to 2-8. Whatever. Ravens defeating the Titans 21-7. And Justin Forsett scoring a couple touchdowns. And the Titans, well, they did jack diddly shit. Not much happening there. Moving on. Chiefs defeating the Buffalo Bills 17-13. Should have went with the Chiefs. But you know what? It was a back and forth type of game. Orton could have won the game, but then he threw a near interception. It was on fourth down anyway, so it didn't matter. But it was an exciting finish. Alex Smith scoring what ended up being the game-winning touchdown, and the Chiefs still haven't had receivers scoring touchdowns yet. I don't give a fuck at this point because the bottom line is this: Chiefs are 6-3, Bills are 5-4 heading into the Thursday night game. Whatever there, and the Chiefs are still one game out of first place in the AFC West. All right, speaking of Buffalo's opponent anyway, Lions defeating the Dolphins 20-16, and the Lions do it again in come from behind fashion. The Lions defense playing great as always. Ryan Tannehill being inconsistent as always. Cannot figure this quarterback out. I really can't. But yeah, but then the touchdown to Riddick not Kaepernick, Stafford. I like Matthew Stafford. I still like Matthew Stafford. Woo woo. I thought you hated Stafford. No. I thought he was overrated at times, especially during 2013, where he kept falling off the map and shit like that because of his dumbass turnovers that he had late in the season. But man, oh man, Stafford, but for the most part, he could throw the ball in many different ways. He could do that nice sidearm. He could throw it over the top, whatever. It's cost him in a few games, but it helped him in this game. Lions are 7-2, still first place in the NFC North, and the Dolphins fall to 5-4 as well. Moving on. Broncos defeating the Oakland Raiders 41-17. Another great regular season performance by Peyton Manning, where he threw 5 touchdown passes. I mean, yeah, the Broncos struggled, but in fact, was down 10-6 or something like that. Blah 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 blah. But Peyton Manning still another great regular season performance. He's still the greatest stat-packing quarterback in NFL history. I just wish he got it done in the fucking playoffs. Whatever. Broncos 7-2, still maintain first place in the NFC West. And the Raiders, well, they're still winless. 0-9. Cardinals defeating the Rams 31-14. We all know the story. It's about Carson Palmer tearing his ACL. And the game was close until 2 touchdowns on defense. One by Patrick Peterson on an interception return, and the other one off an Antonio Cromartie fumble recovery, which was ran all the way back for a score. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The collapse was coming whether Carson was playing or not. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand ESPN was giving us the stats or whatever between Drew Stanton and Carson Palmer, but I'm not buying that shit. Shut the fuck up there. And wow, the Cardinals defense picked off Austin Davis, a tale of two halves quarterback. That's basically what he is. I like Austin Davis, but not that much. Let's slow down. Cardinals 8-1, Rams fall to 3-6. Seahawks defeating the Giants 38-17. And the Giants got run over. 5 rushing touchdowns, 4 of them by Marshawn. Fucking shit. And the Giants, well, they suck. I mean, they kept it close in the first half. Had the lead at one point. But you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. They still sucked in the second half. That was the key difference there. Seahawks improved to 6-3, facing the Chiefs next. Should be a good matchup. And the Giants fall to 3-6 and completely blow. Moving on, Packers. All right, Sunday night, Packers murdering the Bears, 55-14. Wow, monsters of the Midway, my fucking ass. This Bears defense is a joke. I mean, Cutler could be playing a lot better. Obviously, it's not. I mean, I can't give Cutler the hook. I can't let Cutler off the hook. I'm sorry, but I mean, if Cutler would sustain a drive once in a while, the Bears defense wouldn't be playing like shit. You know, just simple as that. Yeah. And listen, I like Jay Cutler, but at the same time, at some point he's got to find a way to overcome the bullshit. I mean, he's now 0-4 at Lambeau. I mean, and then the Bears score like 2 garbage touchdowns or whatever. And then the last Packer touchdown, which was on defense, was when most of the Packer starters were on the bench, and the Bears still gave up that touchdown. What the fuck is that? And then, of course, Brandon Marshall getting hurt or whatever. We don't know the story about Marshall, but wow. Unbelievable. Worst fucking game I've ever seen. Well, not the worst game I've ever seen. I've seen a lot worse games, but this was a fucking joke. Bears, why this was on national television, I get it. It's the Bears and the Packers, but who cares? Now, yeah, this is why the Bears... Yeah, this is the Bears. They've been very disappointing. Simple as that. Fallen to 3-6, and the Packers improved to 6-3. All right, last up, Eagles beating the Panthers 45-21. The Eagles got to Cam Newton all fucking night. I mean, they were really coming after him too. Of course, there was a lot of concern because of the loss of D'Amico Ryans. They didn't just lose Foles for a significant amount of time. They also lost D'Amico Ryans for the season. Forgot to mention that, because I did see that play where he tweaked a knee or whatever, and of course that tweak ended up being a tear. And it happened against his former fucking team, the Houston Texans, a week ago. But obviously they did fine, and Mark Sanchez did not commit a turnover. What? Is that fucking possible? For Sanchez to not commit a turnover. Sanchez had an efficient night. Sanchez was playing like an all-pro quarterback, and we know Sanchez is not an all-pro quarterback. But hey, I got no problem with what Philly's doing right now. It's just simple as that. Plus, they were facing the Panthers, though. Let's be honest here. Panthers are garbage. Their defense is garbage. Their offensive line sucks. Their wide receiver core, their only good receiver is Kelvin Benjamin, and Benjamin only catches garbage touchdowns when the game's out of fucking reach. Get the fuck out of here. Panthers fall to 3-6-1. Eagles are 7-2, still in first place in the NFC East. So, went 10-3 last week. Tried to do better this week. Till next time, later.